Show! With me, Joe. It's Thoughtful Thursday, which means you know what, we're reading a thoughtful article, one that makes us think, I never thought about that before. And today's article is entitled, The Japanese Concept of Ichigo Ichie Can Tune You Into Your Life. Magical coincidences are about the attention to moments and not luck. Deep within the narrow streets of Gaian in the heart of Kyoto sits a rustic chashitsu or tea house. That old neighborhood is home to the last remaining geishas. Whoa. And untold mysteries of a fading way of life. Whoa. In the spring, its cobblestone roads are carpeted in fallen sakura petals. That would be cherry blossom petals. It is in that tea room that a particularly observant visitor might notice a wooden plaque hanging from a brown pillar. It bears the inscription, Ichigo Ichie. It's pronounced Ichigo Ichie. Its meaning is something like this. What we are experiencing right now will never happen again. We must value each moment like a beautiful treasure. We must become moment hunters. You know, just like wading through a forest, just pushing all the leaves aside. Where can I find these ancient moments? You're experiencing them right now with the leaves. Ichigo Ichie encompasses both the idea of observing and cherishing each moment and the practice of harnessing the attention to achieve harmony with others and love of life. The teachings of Zen, the Japanese version of Buddhism, gives us opportunities to incorporate Ichigo Ichie into our daily lives. The following 8 guidelines are particularly useful for honing the power of observation and becoming the world's greatest moment hunter, so you can hunt Momentmon. Meet the moment that I just caught, named Adello. Adello is a water type, and you know what Adello does? Allows me to love life and be hydrated. Away with you, Adelomon. So, with that in mind, let's hop into the first rule. Just sit and see what happens. I think this is called meditation. Our spiritual short-sightedness often causes us to look far away in space and time for what is really right in front of us. Zen teaches us to simply sit and embrace the moment with no further ambitions than this. If we are with other people, we celebrate their company as a gift. That's called mindfulness. If you're wondering, in West, we just call that mindfulness. Savor this moment as if it were your last breath. You can only live one day at a time, and no one can be certain that they will wake up the next morning, so let's not postpone happiness. The best moment of your life is always this one. That's cute. Avoid distractions. So guilty of that. I'm so easily distracted. An old Japanese proverb says that a hunter, a moment hunter, who takes aim at 2 prey at once will kill none. The same thing happens when we try to follow a conversation or read a book at the same time as checking our phone. Be a moment hunter. Hunt those single moments. Zen teaches us to do one thing at a time as if it were the most important thing in the world. If you do it that way, it undoubtedly will be. 4. Free yourself from everything that isn't essential. Minimalism. One can recognize an expert traveler more by what they leave at home than what they carry in their suitcase. Life is a thrilling adventure, though, through which it's best to travel light. So every day, whenever you feel overburdened, ask yourself, what can I let go of? Ooh, they're talking about emotional baggage, not actual baggage. But then again, they might be talking about actual baggage at all. Like, are you holding on to a pen? And can you let it go? Are you done writing for the day? Be your own friend. Rather than comparing yourself to others and worrying about what other people think, assume that you're unique in the world. That one I think is tough for everybody, especially with social media. We're constantly comparing ourselves to others, but be your own friend. I like putting it that way instead of don't compare yourself to others. Celebrate imperfection. If not even nature in all its complexity, with all its births and deaths, is perfect, then why should you be? Each failure is a sign that you should take a different path. Each flaw is an invitation to polish a diamond. If you have the will to improve, then it's perfect to be imperfect. What a phrase! Sounds like the hook to a really popular pop song. Practice compassion. From a Buddhist perspective, feeling sorry for someone doesn't mean feeling pity, but rather a profound empathy that allows us to travel toward the situation of the other to understand their motivations and, if necessary, their mistakes. Each person acts accordingly to the moment of personal growth in which they find themselves. Even when they behave in hateful ways, it's best that they can do it with what they have. I think the world could use a little bit more compassion and maybe maybe some people could learn to lead by compassion. But be compassionate, man. We're all here. We're all struggling together. Finally, let go of your expectations. Making predictions, waiting for certain things to happen is a guaranteed way to kill the moment. Ichigo Ichie is experienced with the uncluttered mind taught by Zen, and having expectations always sets you up to be disappointed. I've noticed it myself. I always have high expectations for myself and for others, and I'm trying to set those expectations lower so that when I am met with something greater than them, I'll be surprised and delighted. In closing, when we truly experience special moments, it's as if life is letting us know we're on the right path, and we are also living Ichigo Ichie. I've never heard of this concept of Ichigo Ichie, even though I've studied the Japanese language, visited Japan, and love it there. Plus, I drink green tea sometimes. Matcha, anyone? But I like the concept that in the moment we're living right now, and we need to appreciate the moment we're living in. Look at that. I'm going to leave that in, that mistake. Because Ichigo Ichie. Fun fact, Ichigo also means strawberry in Japanese. I love the concept. I try to live it, but I'm not very good at it. So I'm not going to sit here and preach at you that you should do it. But I guess keep it in mind next time you're thinking about how to be more mindful. Think about Zen, think about meditation, think about being present in the moment and appreciating the moment that you have right now, all the time right now, because you're never going to experience that moment again. Get an Adelomon, quench your thirst, and be a moment hunter. That's been today's Joe Show. If you like the concept of Ichigo Ichie, you're only living in the moment right now. So hit that subscribe button and mash the bell to get a notification every time I upload a new video, because every time I upload a new one, you're going to be having an Ichigo Ichie moment where you enjoy it. Right? I think that's how that works. Regardless, until next time, read something good, come back tomorrow for Free Compliment Friday. I love you.